I want to put this out here real quick. I'm going to show you. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But if you've got a 2017 Ford Expedition, the Gen 3 models this pertains to, or if you have, I guess, the associated Lincoln model as well, and your power liftgate doesn't work, and you've tried doing the reset with the fuses on 15 on the inside and the one in the battery box, and if it's just not working, let me show you how to fix that. Okay, we're going to come up underneath here. Now this is the underside. I've taken everything off. This is the underside of the door, and this is the only way I can really show you. This is the power lock. The module is actually on the inside. If you look on the inside and we come down here, there's our motor for the power lift rod, and inside here, this is the module, the one back there. So you got two modules, the one in the front and the one that they just come off with a little nut and bolt, and they both hung on the same one. You can get to it by putting your hand up through here, you know, but that's not really helpful for you. If these things are working and you still don't know what's going on, here's the deal. There's a problem with the seal, right? And where water gets in. Okay, now I'm going to show you here. You can kind of see there's water underneath this plastic seal right there. Okay, so for me, what's been happening is water's been leaking in through a seal up here, and, well, an exterior gasket, I guess is what you'd really call it. There's a gasket right here. So it actually comes in through the window for the rear lift window. And then it sinks down through these holes right here, right? And then once it gets inside of these holes right here, which are on the inside of the plastic cover sheet, it's able to bypass this weather barrier right here. So then water just kind of sinks in here. Now, I didn't notice this problem until years, right? But recently, when it wasn't working, I took this all off and I started seeing water, and you can even see, maybe it's hard to tell, but the indications of water on the inside. Nothing in here seemed to be messed up, but when I was troubleshooting running down my wiring issue, when I opened up this wiring harness right here, which controls the liftgate and some other things, the liftgate lock, I realized it was full of water, right? And it was all corroded. So I've since cleaned it out, both ends, and put in some WD-40 and let it sit for about an hour, and then worked it back and through to make sure the connections are still good. That was it. So when you open this up and you see a bunch of blue and green and some oxidation from the copper and everything else like that, and water leaks out, you know that you've got standing water getting in here somehow. And it didn't look like it at all from the outside. So it actually took opening this part up. And once I did that, my testing allowed everything to work properly. The entire car started working just like it was supposed to work all over again, which means I've got to fix it. So I'm going to put that housing inside of this plastic bag in order to give it further protection, right? And then I'm going to seal all this up again, just like it's supposed to be. I've got to use some black tape around here to seal it up. And then I'm going to work on this seal later. But I'm hoping that if I put this in here, cut it, and then tape it off so that it goes in there just properly, that over time, water will have a harder time getting into here, and maybe that'll at least push the problem down the road, or maybe once I replace the gasket or something, that it'll be okay. All right, this is kind of hard to show you, but what I've done is I've isolated those two in that bag, like I talked about. It's a Ziploc bag. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see better. Okay, and it looks a little bit messy, but that's okay. I just cut the sides of the Ziploc bag so that the housings could fit through each one. And I also put WD-40 inside the main housing. You know, WD-40 displaces water. Okay, and then I zip the bag up, right? And then I use just some black gaff tape or black Gorilla Tape in order to tape off the bag tight. I didn't try to tape on the wires. I don't want to have to deal with that if I take it off. The idea was just to add an additional layer of protection so water couldn't get in from the actual housing itself, which is how it had been getting in. Then I taped the bag off so that it would sit right in this whole thing. Okay, and next thing I'll do is I'll just tape this stuff back up like usual using black tape so that it's there, and then I'll work on my seal up there. I think all of those things put together is going to be the fix that I'm looking for. But if you're having an issue where when you are driving your car and then you stop and you're trying to use your power lift gate and it won't open and it's giving you one chime or no chimes, and then a few days later it just starts to work all over again, that might be an indication that you've got an electrical problem, like from vibrations, which is what I originally thought it was. So I went running down the wiring harness all throughout the car. I never even thought of the water, and for years, of course, I had seen the little droplets of water on my rear window, but I never really thought about it. Of course, I've cleaned it and tried to figure out why, but it only happens when I go through pressure washing style car washes, not when I do it at the house and not through regular rain. So about once every 2 weeks when I get my car washed over the past year, I've been having this problem where after a couple days it'll start working again, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought it was just a wiring harness problem, like I said. And it wasn't until I opened up that one particular harness right there, right by the liftgate lock, that I actually saw the water, and that was it. So I'll let you know if it works. There'll be a pinned comment down below. There's no fix for this other than just fixing it, like I told you, and giving it a shot. So I didn't have to do anything other than that. Thanks a lot.